Hey everybody, it's Brett back again with another quick market update. It's been a little while and I wanted to update you guys on what's going on in the markets here. So with that, let me jump over from my trading terminal and we'll go over and live stream a little bit from the charts. Bitcoin pushing up nicely here, back above the 21-day exponential moving average. I do like this setup here. We are in a sell block right above, and my thesis has been we would drift down and probably retest that $60,000 region here. But if we can close today, above the 21-day exponential moving average, then that could be a strong sign. If we close below it, then I think there's still a chance we roll over, and of course we're in a sort of a macro bull flag that we'll talk about here. And so basically this pullback, if we use this as the flagpole here and as the measured move on the high side, I just duplicated that line for up here. It takes us right to 100,000. So when we do get this bounce, it's going to be very fast, I think, and there's a melt-up theory going around that certainly could happen. However, I'd like to see this bounce again, really firmly retest that lower level. Not many people are talking about also that we just closed a new CME gap that had pushed up there. Let me just pull that up. Hadn't planned on doing that or would have had it ready here. CME gap right there. So when we dropped a couple, like last week, this gap has now filled. Still a sell block there on the Bitcoin and the total market cap. We can look at that also. So we'll be keeping a close eye on these things. You know, there's a lot of sell pressure here, and we're going to need really a stronger bounce to get up and retest, if not break, that $3 trillion level, which was the exact market top back in 2021. I used the total market cap versus Bitcoin as the leading signal. So expect to see some pullback once we push up and some profit taking when we hit $3 trillion again. But you can see there's a lot of sell pressure as we go higher on the total market cap. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Over to the DXY on the dollar index, I've got two theses here. If we weren't able to break here at 106, then more than likely we go sideways and then start to drop. I think April really needs to be a red month because we had, let's go over to the monthly chart in Bitcoin, we had 7 monthly candles in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is unheard of unless you go all the way back to like 2011 and 12 when there was one slightly green sliver. Doesn't count. So a pullback, a red candle here on the monthly would be excellent as a pullback here, and also very important that we don't see it sell off further and have it be bearish engulfing. If we close at the end of April and it's a big red candle and we're down below this 61,000 range, then I think we could see further downside, maybe down to 50,000 support. Which would not be unheard of. We have this sort of new this new sloping part of the bull run, and as we know in bull runs, they tend to start out with one slope and then they kind of increase the slope, and then there's the parabolic rise higher. So the ideal red candle, kind of like this, off the bottoms. Let's see if it does drift sort of sideways and down. And then we get a big push higher into May. Taking a look at the IBIT here, I've been watching this on the 4-hour charts. We caught the early breakout, watching this all the way back when they launched it, you know, and it sold off here. We had it a nice little cup and handle breakout with this green arrow that I put, and that's when we were saying get into the market. So I certainly saw a nice rise, consolidated, and then another push higher. Saw a bit of a sell-off here with the hitting that new all-time high. And so this is a 4-hour chart again. So, you know, in a downward sloping trend, have some sell pressure up ahead. I'm not convinced that we go higher. There's some news stories going out saying, you know, are we going higher from here? I'm not sure yet. I'm watching the 4-hour chart as well. You can see this article down here. Bitcoin price breaks above 66K, but it hasn't closed yet. We want to see where we close for the day. What is encouraging, however, is on this 4-hour chart. And looking at our indicators here, there's an entry, the dynamic average true range. It shows an entry point. So, but again, we're sandwiched between sell and buy orders. And so I think it's just going to kind of consolidate for a while, probably at this level, and put in a red month for the month, red candle. And then, of course, we'd want to see that pushing higher. And so looking at the weekly, a bit overbought on the weekly. So, you know, having a further pullback, another dip down, I would like to see that. I'm not sure that will happen with the Hong Kong ETF approval. We don't know if they have money in yet, starting to deploy that. I think that starts to happen in May. So basically, we'll have to keep an eye on that. So just a quick update, everybody. And by the way, if you'd like to join us for a webinar here this week, it's just going to be a webinar free training at moonstream.io/max. and you can see that there, and that'll redirect over to this page where you can join us. It's going to be my business partner Mike Newton and I talking about what's changed, what's new, what are we looking for, and also talking about some of the hottest sectors that are coming up for this bull run that you won't want to miss. So go over to moonstream.io/max, and we're going to be doing a 1-hour presentation on that, and try to keep it short and respect your time, but also be giving away our top trending top trending sectors list, top trending market in the blockchain and the crypto. What are the hottest sectors that we think are going to be in this this upcoming bull run, and so as well as some of the hottest coins in those, and we're going to give you guys to be able to download that at the end of the webinar. So just go over here and register how to maximize the 2024 bull run. That's what we're going to be talking about. Also, our methodology for how we select winning cryptos, and this has been updated. If you've seen this before, we are going to be talking about what's new here at Moonstream, and also the format for how we find these big winners. By the way, our recommendation in February went up 6x, and we believe it could be 100x, so you don't want to miss that. You're going to see some slides. It's also pulled back nicely, and it's about ready to run again. So for no other reason, come and join us this Thursday, 8 p.m., and we look forward to seeing you guys there. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.